already underway on game 3 on the left. Number 13, Ali Aintrazi. On the right, number 17, Ketter.
Yep, and these look very similar to what we just cut away from.
So on Ali's side, we have 7 lands in play, a Liliana on 1, a Distended Mindbender, and a pair of zombies.
And
a Liliana emblem. So a big lead here for Ali. On Kent's side, some hope, Grimflayer, Mindrack Demon, and there's not really a blocker for Mindrack Demon just yet. So it'll swing and put Ali down to 16, or it would have were it not murdered. And Kent's going to follow up with what I assume is going to be the first of some chains of Emrakul's. So we go back to Ali's first turn. This one is controlled by Kent. 2 copies. Okay, Ali, what are we doing? This is 2 copies of Gonti, Lord of Luxury. This card was really good against me in Sealed when I played some online PTQs.
These coming out of the sideboard. Yeah. Suppose the idea is if the cards in your deck are good and your opponent is playing the same deck, cast some of their cards.
Well, they don't have to be playing the same deck. You get to.
Well, no. That's why he brings it in this matchup.
Oh yeah. It's just like this card's always a 2-for-1.
Yeah, that's a little generous calling the card itself a card, but I'll allow it.
It has a Death Touch. It probably trades.
It does. I think this is a little Ollie.
Cute
deck building syndrome.
Last time I played against this card, my opponent took my Wispweaver Angel with it, and I thought that was some baloney.
No, I've never had a player cast this against me and them hit a bad spell.
Yeah, then when he angeled it, he took my Smuggler's Copter, and then I conceded. So that's the first turn. He's going to go ahead and cast a Gonti. And he can target... We're going to get Gonti on screen again. Just one. We're going to get Gonti on screen again. Okay, it's target opponent's library. So he has to pick his own. If it's now it is a cast. So if you take a land, that's a stupid thing to do. And that's probably what Ken's going to make him do. Yep, he says, oh, you can cast this swamp. If you can figure out how to do it, you're allowed to do it. Yeah, he just puts it to the side. Can't really use that.
Well, the important thing here is for Kent to remember to get that swamp back after the match is over.
Now remember, there's one thing about Liliana emblems, though. When you get Emrakul'd, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Because both of those turns, that emblem triggers.
Yeah. And there was already so much stuff on the board he had to deal with. And
you see Kent Ruinous pathing down one thing. Gives Ali back Gonti Heat. And that was the first one. Ali gets 2 zombies back. Now Ali gets to take his own turn.
And a chance to maybe Gonti a spell.
Yeah, maybe he won't take basic swamp this time. It didn't work out the last time. Look, you can even attack Gonti through Emrakul. This card's just great. I don't know about the second one. That one's hard to call that one a 2-for-1.
Yeah, it's legendary.
Go back to Ali's side. Guys, stop that. All right, we're gonna pause that one. They actually don't. No, it's cast. It's cast. So Ali doesn't get to do that. We're going to pause the game for a second.
Unlikely that swamp's going to matter.
Yeah, Gonti definitely says cast. So I know this one. I've tried to do this in Moto, and then I couldn't click the card. And then I read the card after I couldn't click it and said, oh, guess I should have done that in the other order. And then I just had this land in exile, and it didn't do very much.
Did you factor in that he could use mana as if it were any color to play the land?
Yeah. Okay. No, I just needed a land drop.
Now there's that paper trapped in the sleeve, and everything is ruined.
Oh, man. Just.
What a disaster.
I was just going to put it back over there. He's going to draw. Now, he does still need an answer to this Emrakul. He didn't find one right away. Gonti's going to swing. That'll put Kent down to 13. Unless he wants to trade away one of his creatures.
And Kent does not have any copies of Flaying Tendrils in his sideboard. So he really just needs to race these zombies.
Ishkana, 2 spiders for Ali. And then the zombie count is going to start growing in a big way.
think there's a mathematic term for it.
Indeed.
Quickly.
No, I mean this one. This one actually is an exponential function. A lot of times people just use the word, and I've been guilty of this, using exponential to mean anything that's real big.
Yeah.
No, this one.
I don't like using it when it's correct. I would prefer to use it when it's incorrect.
Swing with Emrakul. For Kent, it's going to put Ollie. Well, let's see how much he wants. So he has up to 11 reach toughness to chump block with. He'll chump with 5.
Yeah, really the only way that Kent is potentially winning this game is if he can continue to Emrakul Ollie, and maybe Ollie has a way to kill all of his own zombies.
Right. I was interested to see that we saw Ishkana get chump blocked. I thought Ollie might have blocked and activated.
Yeah, he left some. Yeah, blocking with the spider. The damage soaking up the damage doesn't especially matter.
You don't matter when you do it, just that you do it.
Yeah, and he's on 13 here, so if those spiders disappear, that is bad news.
Draw for the turn for Aintrazi. Tireless Tracker. Correct, that traversed the Ulfenvault. That could be Emrakul, depending. So he's a sorcery, creature, planeswalker, instant, land. No.
Well, he
5.
He can't traverse for
6.
Gonti because he already drew both of them.
All right,
so
now
that's a bummer.
It is Ollie. I suppose we should look back at the sideboard. No, that's the best one. He has the one Distended Mindbender in the main.
I would be surprised if Ollie brought them in. He does have 2 Flaying Tendrils in his deck. I don't think that Kent is likely to be able to pull off Emrakul, have Ollie top deck Flaying Tendrils and do anything with that. And this Noxious Gear Hulk is
pretty great.
Going to be real bad for Kent.
Well, yeah, I mean, all Ollie needs to do is wait until this Liliana emblem wins him the game. And that's, what, 1 turn away, maybe 2?
Doesn't take long. As we've established, the zombie count is growing quickly.
Gain of 13 for Ollie. He's up to 26. That means we are now out of range. For a moment, we were in range for the double Triskaidekaphobia kill, and now we're not. Ollie looking to attack. He's lining him up.
If you're going to attack with all the zombies, I don't see a compelling reason not to attack with the spiders.
I almost wonder why you think, if it's not lethal this turn, there's not much of a point. You should just wait till next turn, because every zombie you lose now costs you more.
They cost you more zombies in terms of your growth. If you can convince yourself to attack with any zombies, I would just attack with all of my creatures.
Well, okay, he attacks, and then Kent says, is he going to just line them up as is? So what's happening is that he wants to put damage onto the Liliana. He doesn't want Liliana getting back Emrakul.
Sure.
Once it's been established that Liliana is not going to survive the turn, then Kent is going to take his free kills on 2 zombies and then let Lily take the rest of the damage.
Yep.
So that attack out of zombies makes sense. You can't let Kent rebuy his Eldrazi.
So the most significant potential impact to that Emrakul is if Ollie does have these Flaying Tendrils in his deck.
Sure.
The fact that he's pressuring the Liliana here so aggressively suggests to me that that is the case.
So he gets 5 more zombies on end step. Back over to Kent Ketter. Yeah, he does not have any sort of sweeper here. No real way around things. 1 card in hand. Okay, it's grapple, a good draw for the turn. He's going to be able to grapple back Emrakul, but does he have enough Delirium to cast her? He would need 7 card types in his graveyard. I'm not sure he has it. Or even if he does, I'm not entirely sure how he wins this Liliana emblem. Ugh.
Count, recount, count a third time. It's like Kent has established that he cannot Emrakul this turn.
6 Delir card types in graveyard, 6 lands in play. It is close.
And one more count for good measure.
Yeah, and Kent will extend the hand. It is Ali Aintrazi and his horde of zombies that end up winning the mirror match here. Ali will improve to a perfect 6-0. He's one of the 8 remaining undefeated players in the tournament.